Hello and welcome to today's episode of Dream Business, Dream Life. Today I'm talking about something I am super passionate about. Today I'm talking about how to build a business that doesn't just look great on the outside, but actually feels good on the inside too. Because let's be honest, the glossy website, the cute Instagram grid, the fancy looking offers are all lovely. But what's the point if you're constantly second guessing everything? What's the point if you're stuck in a cycle of what do I even focus on next? So if that sounds familiar, keep on listening because this one is for you. Let me start with a little story. There was a point in my business journey where everything looked great. I had products that were selling on repeat. I had a team. I had a great income. My business looked pretty great, and people always said how amazing it was that I'd built something so successful. But underneath that, behind the scenes, there was total chaos. I was making decisions on the fly, buying stock randomly, tweaking things constantly. I always felt like I was behind, like I was playing catch up. It wasn't that things were failing, but nothing felt joined up. There was no flow, no structure. It was just me winging it with a half used Google Docs strategy and far too many post it notes and a to do list that just never ended. And I remember thinking, surely it shouldn't feel like this. Not all the time, anyway. And that was the moment I realised it wasn't more stuff I needed to add to my to do list. What I actually needed was things to be aligned, things to finally click together instead of fighting against each other. So let's talk about this word alignment because it gets thrown around a lot. Now, for me, building an aligned business means your strategy, your offers, and your systems are all working together. They actually support the life and the business you want, and they're not just about making you look good on paper. So, what do I mean by strategy, offers, and systems? What does that look like when we're talking about these things being aligned? Strategy is it's your map. It's knowing where you're going and how you're going to get there. And I'm not here to say that you need some cookie cutter strategy, that you need a 17-step launch plan. I'm talking about a map, a strategy, a plan that feels good to you, that feels like it's yours. And then your offers, they are how you serve, how you help, how you make money. But those offers need to feel like a natural extension of your strengths, not something you've built just because somebody told you it was scalable. Somebody told you that it was the best way to build a business. They need to feel like yours. They need to match your strengths, your values. They also need to serve your clients in the way that they need serving. And then there's your systems. And your systems they're the magic, I suppose, the quiet magic that sits in the background. They help everything run smoother. They have things like how people book to work with you, how your content gets out in the world, to how you protect your energy. These are all things that systems can do for you. And without them, everything is going to stay stuck in your head. And let's be honest, that is exhausting. So when these three areas of your business are lined up, everything is going to start feeling clearer. And that's when your business is actually going to start looking as good on the outside as it feels on the inside. Your business is going to start feeling as good as it looks. So, how do you know if your business is aligned? Let's explore that a little bit. Maybe you've got lots of moving parts, but all these moving parts feel disconnected. Maybe you're constantly busy, but you're not making real progress. Or maybe you just keep tweaking and changing things, but nothing is really sticking. You know you're not new to business, but you still feel like you're winging it most days. You have offers that you adore, but selling them feels hard. Maybe you secretly feel like you've outgrown parts of your business, but you don't know what to do about it. Now, if any of that sounds familiar, then I'm telling you now, your business isn't fully aligned. And this doesn't mean you're broken. This doesn't mean you're behind. It just means you're ready for things to start working together. Because when your strategy, your offers, and your systems are in sync, you're going to start seeing amazing things happen. You're going to have clarity and you're going to know exactly what to focus on. You're going to stop questioning everything because everything is going to start making sense. And you're actually going to start enjoying running your business again. And that is an absolute game changer. This is not about reinventing the wheel every month so you can grow. This is about aligning everything so you can grow faster, but also you can grow in a way that feels right, a way that feels like you, a way that you are proud of and happy with. So before I wrap up, I want to give you a little bit of a peek into what this can actually look like in the real world. Because I know sometimes this word alignment can sound lovely, but it also feels a little bit vague. So here's how I approach it with my clients. The first thing we are going to do is get super clear on what you actually want. Not what you think you should be doing, not what other people are telling you you should be doing. What do you want? This means zooming out and asking yourself, what does success really look like? What kind of life and business are you looking to create? Once you're clear with that, your strategy is going to start taking shape around it. And that is where the magic starts to happen. Next, we're going to refine your offers. And this doesn't mean that we're going to throw them all out and start again. This means we're going to make sure that they're deeply connected to your strengths. They're deeply connected to your values, and also they are what your audience really needs. Those three things have to happen. It has to be connected to your strengths, your values, and it has to be what your audience actually needs. And most of the time, that's a tweak, not a reinvention of the wheel. And then finally, we look at creating systems. And systems aren't things that are there to complicate things. Systems are things that are there to make things easier, to simplify things. They're going to give you more space, more freedom, more time. Imagine a seamless and effortless client journey. That's going to give you more clients on repeat. That's going to help you to retain more clients. Imagine a content creation process that not only supports your sales, but actually protects your energy and gives you more time back. It's not about overhauling. It's not about pushing yourself harder. It's about making thoughtful, aligned shifts that bring your business back into flow, back into alignment. And the beautiful thing is, this isn't something that's going to take you forever to do. Because sometimes just a few teeny intentional changes can help you to unlock that clarity, to create more ease and momentum. And that is going to get you moving pretty quickly. Sounds great, right? Absolutely, it does. And that's exactly what I created my mastermind, the Growth Mastermind, for. The Growth Mastermind is a space for values-led business owners who are done winging it, who are ready to grow with clarity, confidence, and connection. It's not about giving you more fluff. It's not about putting pressure on for you to scale at all costs. It's about creating a strategy, offers, and systems that actually fit the business and the life you want. So if you've been listening to this episode and nodding along, come and have a look at the Growth Mastermind. I'm going to pop the link in the show notes for you. You want a business that feels aligned. So let's go and create one. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time.